Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com, and let's look at Twitter here. Now, this is pretty ugly. This is a weekly chart, by the way, not a daily chart. So you know the company, the stock tanked, and the volume was huge. Now, again, this is a weekly chart, but we'll look at the daily real quick. I mean, you see this volume's off the charts. I mean, literally just about off the charts. And so the weekly chart, though, is what's so interesting to me, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm looking at, a lower high here. So the stock had kind of ran up a bit, lower high, and now it's just absolutely gotten crushed below the 40-week or 200-day moving average. And so now we can look at this type of thing. Look at maybe 27. I mean, right now 30 is holding, and that could set us up for a trade tomorrow, which I'll get to in just a second. But all in all, look, this is Helga's house of pain right now. Everybody that bought here is in pain, and this goes back a long way, right? So, I mean, you can even go back here, but I'm not drawn, for coloring class here. The bottom line is, if we go back, virtually everybody that bought in 2019 is now either flat or underwater. So I think we'll probably get more selling pressure here. I would absolutely not be buying this stock unless it's for a day trade. And I mentioned this morning. The trade never really came off, but the stock fell, and then it started to rally a bit, but just not that much at all. And that, again, that kind of lends itself to my bearish thesis on this stock, that if this was all it could muster, just about 2.5% from bottom to top, and then it drifted lower again, I think there's still more supply to hit this market. But I could certainly be wrong, and that's okay. I've been wrong before, and I'm absolutely sure I'm going to be wrong again. So if this stock starts to get some kind of buying tomorrow, this would be the trade that I would make. I would actually look for like 31. This would be a really quick flip. I would look for 31 to be my line in the sand, where I'd really need the stock to run up above 31. The low is 30.51, so I'd keep a stop at, say, 30.45. So I'm risking, 55 cents, 60 cents if you wait for a nickel above 31. And then you're taking this stock for a ride, and maybe it's going to snap back quite a bit more. But don't anticipate that trade, because, as I said, this is big selling, and this stock could have a long way to go to the bottom. And if you don't think it can do that, you got to think again. This wasn't that long ago when the stock was down at these levels. So again, I got to say it again. I'm not predicting that it's going to do this, but I'm telling you it might. And so don't be smug about just buying the stock, and then if you get underwater, say, oh, well, I'll just wait till I break even and then I'll get out of the trade. That may very well not happen. So the day trade that I'm talking about would be very specific. I ain't going to go over it again and tell you what the parameters are, but you've got to be managing your risk. And the only way you're going to get into this stock is if it moves above 31 bucks. If it doesn't, then you're doing nothing. Okay? All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later.